We're here today with Jillian Batchelor with the Batchelor Group and Realty One Group, and we're going over foreclosure savior and successfully short selling your home. Jillian, why is it that you've been so successful at saving homeowners from foreclosure by short selling their homes when so many other realtors are failing at this?
Well, because I make a true connection with my clients, I understand and I feel their hardships, and I realize that the situation that they're going through is unbearable. And a lot of these people have lost almost everything. And I just can't feel right about allowing them to lose their home. Because of that, I'm extremely determined to plead whatever case I need to plead to the bank and express to the bank how it is in their best interest to short sell this home to try to save these homeowners credit from foreclosure. If you've ever seen anyone go through a foreclosure, it completely breaks their spirit. And a lot of these people are losing really what was their American dream. And when they get thrown out of these houses due to foreclosure, they have no place to go. They feel hopeless. They feel helpless. They feel that nobody cares. And when I take a short sale and my team takes a short sale, we are dedicated to make sure that that short sale is going to close. And we will do whatever it takes to make sure that that does happen. So we really feel for these clients and we want to see the best outcome for them. I would say that that's the number one reason that I've become successful at short selling the homes. And of course, there's been a lot of education. I've gone to every course, training course, class that I can go to educate myself. I've aligned myself with successful title companies, attorneys, and CPAs to help this be a successful transaction for all parties involved.
Great. What is the key piece you or another realtor would need to be successful at completing a short sale?
Well, that's a two-part answer, I would say. Part one, the first step is a seller. The seller needs to have a valid financial hardship. That can be, unfortunately, a death, a divorce, a cutback on pay. Maybe they are job relocating. Maybe they've lost their job. Maybe they've had a baby or an illness in the family. Unfortunately, these are all negative circumstances, but they will help us to plead our case to the bank of why it's in the bank's best interest to accept that short sale. As far as a realtor number one needs education, because an uneducated realtor can open up their client to so many liabilities. And because of that, you need a team, a good, strong team that can back you, being, again, the CPAs, the attorneys, and the title companies that I've aligned myself with, the education courses, and a certification. I myself and my team members are certified distressed property experts. So we've gone through courses and training that have helped us to be successful in this business and to limit our clients' liability, if any.
Great. Well, during the short sale process, what can a homeowner expect during the short sale?
Basically, a homeowner can expect that what they will go through is it will be a little bit of a lengthy process. Most people don't realize that a short sale can be a lengthy process because they hear the word short. The short sale process can be anywhere between 3 to 6 months, and in some cases in the past it had been a year. So they can expect that they would live in their home, and they can pay their mortgage payments or not, that's a personal decision. They would need to occupy the property or they can move on to their new residence if that's what they choose to do, but that they would need to provide us with all of their financial documentation to prove their hardship. That process can be lengthy, and we may go through a buyer or two in some cases, but if they can hold out, we can do our best to make sure that they have a successful outcome and try to minimize the damage to their credit.
Okay. Well, on the flip side of that, what can a buyer expect when buying a short sale?
Well, buyers are typically buying a short sale because the property, in most cases, is in better condition than a foreclosure. In a foreclosure, a lot of times the properties are stripped of key items, and in a short sale, the property is typically maintained better. So in order for that to happen, they have to also understand that this is a short sale, needs to be approved by the seller's lien holder or lien holders if there's more than one. And again, that could be a lengthy process. So if they need to go into this understanding that it could be 3, 4, 5 months until we get that full approval, but at the end, they might have a glorious home for a fantastic price.
Great. Well, Jillian, you say you love selling short sales when so many other realtors hate short sales and the short sale process. Why is that?
The number one reason that I love short sales especially over foreclosures and even over traditional real estate, is because it's very near and dear to my heart. Again, I connect with my clients. I understand their hardships. I feel for them. I hear some of the most terrible stories on a daily basis. And again, these people have lost almost everything. Luckily, they have their family, but they don't want to be out of their house. Most of these folks don't want to be selling their property, and they're forced to because they have no other financial option. So my goal is to make sure that this process is as smooth for them as possible, and knowing that maybe in an additional 2 or 3 years, they can buy another property. The saddest point for me is when I walk into a home and it has been foreclosed on, and maybe there's chalk on the backyard wall that says, "Buy home, I love you," meaning some of the children wrote something on the back of the walls. Or you see homeowners that are displaced and they've left a lot of their furniture and personal belongings in these homes because they had to move out in such a quick fashion on a foreclosure. So on a short sale, the reason why I love this is because I feel at the end of the day, it's not about money, it's about doing what's right by the homeowner. And a lot of these people are in unfortunate circumstances and somebody needs to help them. And the government has tried, and our national officials have tried, but they need somebody on a local level, somebody who can actually hold their hand in a sense and tell them that everything will eventually be okay. They just need that little ray of hope. They need to know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And at the end of the day, that's what my driving force is. I've lived in this town for over 20 years. I plan on living here for another 20 years plus. And I feel that it is my responsibility, having the education and the know-how and the experience and the integrity and determination